Okay. Go on, people.
Go on, people. Once again, on the ends. It's been a while.
Indeed. So we wanted to drop by and just say good morning, good evening, greetings and salutations, whatever time it is, wherever you are. So we want to just big up all the parents here on the island. Congratulations, your kids went back to school today.
Yeah, they going back to school today.
So
that's probably good and bad.
Yes. One thing my father told me, and I want to share this with you all: do not let your schooling get in the way of your education. So don't allow these things to constrict you from learning what's valuable in life.
Crazy vibes.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Okay. All right. That's from the horse's mouth right there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's good to be back, though.
It
is. To be back once again. And we've been, like I said, we've been here and we've been scouting. We're still doing some scouting. It's so good to just kick back a little.
Yes.
And not to worry so much. But, yeah, we're going to get into gear soon. Now, one of the things that, she's been having some experience online, like.
Yes.
I don't even think it's negative or positive. I just think it's interesting.
I wouldn't say it's negative. Some people might say it's negative, but I have gotten a lot of comments on why would we move here to Jamaica. Now, these aren't from people outside of Jamaica. Contrary to belief, it's people here asking us why we moved. So,
Jamaicans asking us why we moved to Jamaica.
Right. So, for whatever reason, people are under the common misconception that America is better, there are more job opportunities, that people aren't A, going hungry, and B, people aren't essentially, so people are under the impression that, in America that you are not having to live above your means. So, obviously, we're not talking about people like you all, but we are definitely encountering that a little bit here and there, where people just feel like, oh, America is money bags. You go there, you get rich. Why would you ever come to a place like this? So, we have been ignoring the ignorance as best we can. We don't even respond to certain things, but I have found it interesting to go ahead and educate those on the benefits of being here rather than abroad. If they get it, they get it. If they don't, they don't. If they don't feel like this is one of the best places in the world to live, I completely understand. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but this is just what was best for us as not just as individuals, but as a couple as well.
Yeah, so, man. We've done that already too. So
yes.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No.
No, remember thing we say, who feels it knows it. Who feels it knows it. So that's just what I would say to all those people. I won't even try to convince them of anything else.
Yes.
Who feels it knows it.
Yes. So either you understand or you don't. But
yeah. That's just the wrap.
But yes. So big up to yourself if you get it.
If you don't, still big up yourself.
Exactly.
Even if you don't get it.
Come on.
No, we were also gonna look today at some of the hustle that you can have, and like flipping cars is like a huge thing in Jamaica. Like buying used cars and selling them is like a huge thing.
So importing for returning residents, it's a really good side hustle that we've stumbled upon. Do you want to explain a little bit more?
Sure. So both for returning and also actual residents. So an individual, and I'm going to be reading this, right? So an individual or returning resident is allowed to import one motor car and one light commercial vehicle, or two light commercial vehicles, or one light commercial vehicle and a regular commercial vehicle, according to the age guidelines specified in section 6.0 of the policy. Individuals residing in Jamaica are allowed to act also, so that's the returning residents. So individuals residing in Jamaica are allowed to access this facility once every 3 years. All right, so let me just break that down because that's kind of kind of what a legal jargon. It would mean that if you are a returning resident, you actually would be allowed to import that combination of vehicles, right? And you would actually have a frequency of every 3 years. Okay. Also, the same thing if you're an actual resident, then every 3 years you would actually be allowed to import vehicle. Okay. Allow that. In other words, without you having like a dealership license and everything else, an opportunity to start flipping used cars.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's say, for example, if it's like say 2024 January, let's say you import a car January 2024, you'll be entitled to import another one on 2027 that year. Okay. So before when you import that car, let's say you get that car in January, you're not allowed to sell it, use it as a lien or anything else. So for 1 year, you're basically stuck with that car, right? That's what's gonna um, divide you from a dealership. So you're gonna keep the car. So you get the car 24th. You keep the car until 25th, January 25th. After that, you'll be able to sell the car. Okay. No. So let's say you sell the car 25th. It simply means that 3 years time from the 24th, which is when you actually imported the car, you'll be allowed to import another car. So when you sell it on the 25th, in the next 2 years, you qualify to import another car, hold it another year, and actually flip it after that. So we know people who actually they have actually add to that, and what they have actually done is two people actually combine together. So let's say one import a car on the 24th, 2024. Okay, keep it for 1 year, 25th, and sell it at that time. Once they're selling that car, the other person is actually importing that car on the 25th when they're selling that car. Okay? The person who imports on the 25th is gonna keep it on the 26th. On the 26th, they'll actually qualify to sell that car.
You're talking about the year.
The year, yeah, on the 26th, right? 2026, they'll be able to sell that car. While the first person who actually imported on the 24th will be able to come back and import another car on the 27th. So if you do the math and the matchup, and I hope you're following me, you'll actually see that you'll actually only have like a space of 2 years without you having the ability to flip a car. So it can be a really, really decent injection of capital into the family.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So yeah, so that's just one method.
And that's just one method. Yeah.
So we just wanted to drop that tidbit on you if that's something that you were interested in or that you wanted to look into for yourself or for someone else. And again, you can always have access to this information online.
Oh, definitely. So it's a motor vehicle, the Jamaica motor vehicle policy.
Yes. So
yeah.
We'll try and drop that link in the description. We normally drop a link for you guys, but if we don't, you can always all these things are accessible to you for you.
Oh yeah,
definitely. Be able to check that out on your own. So
it's called importation by individual and returning residents, because that probably was a little bit confusing.
Okay.
But that's the general idea, though.
Yes.
So check it out. If you have any questions or comment. Oh, please like and comment the videos too.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people watching and not many people commenting or liking.
Yes.
So yeah, we would definitely appreciate that.
Absolutely. Share, like, comment, subscribe. We're still getting after that 500 subscribers. We're a little under 3 currently. But we would definitely appreciate you guys going ahead and liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing, and all that good stuff.
Right.
And for our return subscribers, we really appreciate your continued support and love. We have tons of you guys who do drop comments and engage with us as often as you can. So we really appreciate that.
Oh, definitely. And then the next time I will probably take a look at work from home jobs, things that you can probably do when you're here. Because remember, the idea that we're trying to project, and I hope we're getting it across, is that this is the hustle. Okay, particularly if you're coming over here in your 50s or whatever, it's kind of the normal 9 to 5 is maybe it's not gonna cut it. It's always gonna find yourself in a hybrid situation where either you're doing a 9 to 5 plus a hustle. That's the beauty of Jamaica, actually. To be honest with you.
Yes. So
All right.
we'll touch bases on that. So some work from home things, but also to really just be able to what goes into that, because there is a lot of different music and different different sound things that people may have to take into account.
That's
Based
like
off,
she's talking about like background noise or
yes.
whatever. Yeah.
So that may be a factor depending on what area you're staying in and so on and so forth. So we will again try and touch bases on that in the next one. We really appreciate you guys for
All
coming
right.
and kicking it with us.
Peace.